Yeah, I thought you had said you did, Pusha. I thought we already had been.
No, but we are now.
What up, y'all? Yo, man, welcome to another Daddy Hip Hop Live. I'm your host, Rod, a.k.a. Modest Media, here with, most of my brethren. One not be here today, but because he's not here, we got 3 cameras, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all got individual cameras, so we're going to scroll to my left real quick, and we got FIFO 24/7 to my left. What up, bro?
What you doing?
What just happened, man? Tell the people what just happened.
Hey, man, look, we had to listen in with Wrong Streets. You know what I'm saying? If you was here live, thank you for being here. And if you wasn't, you got to wait until we re-upload it without the music if you just, a regular YouTuber. But if you're a member or a patron, then guess what? You get the music. And we got an exclusive joint that was supposed to be on Train Spotting that didn't make it for clearance reasons. But we got that joint, you know what I'm saying? And we got some other joints. And it was a really dope interview, man. You know what I'm saying? Rome is really dope as an MC, but also when y'all get to watch it, if you missed it, like Rome was really dope. So, yeah, man, go check that out.
Yeah, man, very, very interactive interview. The energy was great. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, man, the way he was, you could tell he's a rap fan, and nah, man, it was a really pleasant like interview. It really was an interview, right? It's like a conversation between rap fans, because that's who we are, and it just that exudes in these interviews and stuff. Like you really see that everybody are just rap fans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Including the people, including us, and that's what we always been, and that's what we always will be. So to the front of me, I got Kenneth B. Inge. What's up,
Protect.
Yeah, man. So man, like I said, BZ 430 could not be here tonight. He had a little under the weather, so we just pray for him to get better soon. So we can get it back. And it sucks because he's like the biggest Rome Streets fan on here.
He put us all on.
He put us all on, and he couldn't be here tonight. So yeah, shout out to BZ 430. But Rome did say B could send him some beats. You know what I'm saying? So hey, look, your boy BZ 430 about to send Rome Streets some beats, man. It's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
We are out
here. But yeah, man. Before we get into this topic today, man, as I say all the time, super chats are highly encouraged on this show. I already see some coming in. Thank you, Drew Tube, for sending that in. And you have until 9:50? Am I saying that right? 9:50? Do we normally start these at 9:30?
No, we normally start at 9.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The listening. Look, that's why it was a good listening. Man, we starting this one a little late. You know?
But it was always on the schedule for 9:30 though, right? Or was it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
But
we're not 30 minutes late.
Yeah,
it was scheduled for 9:30. We're on time.
Okay,
we're on time.
Yeah.
But it's not regularly scheduled.
Got you. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, man. I'll give y'all to 9:50 to get the super chats in, cause we won't be here too late tonight. God damn, I forgot we started at 9:30. But okay, cool. So get those in now. At the second part of the show, we'll answer those or read them off, whatever you got. So yeah, send those in right now to get your super chats in. But yeah, man. So tonight we've been seeing this, and we've been trying to get to it since we've been seeing it. But yeah, man, Clipse been making some moves, man. This is like a hell of a promo run they making right now, bro. Like they are doing some shit. Yeah. Like from the videos to the interviews, they are seriously pushing this. And this reminds me of how it used to be back in the day. Because it seemed like everybody be just like dropping shit, like you know what I'm saying, with no real promo. But they are actually putting the time in, putting the work in behind the promo, and I really, really respect it.
I think part of that though is the anticipation, because it's been 14 years since they dropped their last one. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are ready. Obviously they were teasing, or part of the promo run. I don't know if it was strategic or not. That's for you to decide. But teasing the Kendrick verse, and then leaking the Kendrick verse and all of that type, and that's why we're here. But all of that type of stuff, plus the years. Rome talked about it in the listening. When you drop volume, it doesn't give people time to appreciate what you have done. And with the Clipse, Pusha has kept their name alive, but we haven't had a Clipse project.
Right.
And then now you know, they tap back in with Pharrell,
Yeah.
and man, like it's. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I think this has the makings of album of the year. Like, you know, like it
Oh,
feels
there
like
you
that.
go. There
It
you
feels like,
go.
hey, you know, hey, it's 24/7, man. You know, but not. It just feels grandiose. It feels big. It feels like an event. And
Yeah.
to what you're saying, Modest, I don't feel like a lot of albums have that type of hype behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where with this, it feels like it's big. Like it's a moment in
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
hip hop history.
That's what I'm saying. I like how it feels. Like it hasn't been like this. I don't remember the last time it's been like this with a hip hop artist.
It's been a minute.
I feel like it's been a minute, man, because people just be dropped, like GNX just kind of drop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything just kind of drops these days. So I'm liking the old school feel of the promo right now. Because shit don't come out until what, next month sometime, right?
Yeah.
It does, yeah. July 11th is
Yeah.
the release day. I know because they keep telling everybody every time they drop something. You know, it's since we're talking about the run, it's interesting because I like it, but at the same time I don't.
Interesting. Why don't you?
Cause I feel like they're just giving everything away, bro.
What do you mean?
Yeah, aren't they about to drop another single or didn't something else just drop? The Kendrick shit, they just leaked that shit. Like, why not hold that until the freaking album?
Because it's generating excitement.
Yeah, but let's be real, bro. Like, a good number of people would have showed up on day one to listen to that album because Kendrick on it if they didn't leak it.
What? But
You don't think they could have? They potentially cut down on their first day stream?
But you need the official sounding one, right? You want because right now it's just like because it's not a leak of like an actual.
Yeah, no, it's not the official audio.
Yeah, it's just like them playing it at an event.
Yeah,
so
it's not the official
it's
audio.
not the official audio. So you still like I know me like I heard some of it, right? But I'm still gonna want to hear that official sound like in my car. Like I'm not gonna play it from like how they were playing outside at a listen or whatever and play that and bump that in my car.
But
now,
it's hype. Like Ken,
Yeah.
it's the perfect hype train. Now here's the thing. I understand the viewpoint that you have. However, I do think that it is very strategic in how they're doing it because they didn't leak the official audio. The actual song didn't get leaked. It was them playing it at a venue for other people.
That's how it seemed like it was presented. Like, I guess whoever was crafting the social media post. I was like, y'all put the whole fucking song up?
Nah.
It's stupid.
And it was just K-Dot verse, and it wasn't even the whole thing. Like, because look, when I can't remember who put it in our group chat, but I was like, man, fuck y'all, I ain't waiting.
I'm with B.
No, it was Isaiah. Yeah,
Was it Isaiah?
Yeah,
You said,
it was B and I. I think we were the only two that was
yeah,
like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no,
So you haven't heard it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. What you was about to
Oof.
say, Isaiah?
Damn.
I was just so real quick, just as I don't have a mic, so you have to repeat this.
Okay.
But I didn't say his name, AZ Chike.
Yeah.
Ass cheek.
So technically, he posted about it. Some other people
Yeah.
posted about it as well. Then they scrubbed it down. So I see people saying it in the chat. So I just want to make sure.
Bet.
So basically, he was wherever they were at. He recorded it, maybe on a story or whatever.
Yeah, you could tell it was on a cell phone.
And then people screen grabbed it, screen recorded it, and then it
put
just
up.
kind of went viral from there.
Yeah. And I'm cool with that because it's bringing hype and attention to it. And here's the thing, like I texted in the chat, I see why UMG ain't want that shit to come out, and I see why Pusha said he gave him the middle finger and said fuck that, like we putting that out. And here's the thing too, right? Like I told this to Rel. This project, just from the sound of what we got, right? Like we got So Be It, which is an official music video, and we talked. Did we talk about it on camera?
What's that?
So Be It. No, we didn't talk about it on camera.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the same.
Hey, look,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're rap fans, so we talk about shit. I don't be knowing if the camera on or not sometimes.
Right.
But like So Be It is so fucking dope. The Kendrick verse, and then there's something else that's out as well. This feels sonically like Watch the Throne. Like it feels like a bigger version of Watch the Throne.
I wish you would have had another album because I don't really like Watch the Throne.
Ken, remember,
I'm trying to
I
understand
don't
what
either.
that means.
Ken, I don't either. Remember, I don't. Y'all could go back in the review. I did not like.
A lot of people fuck with it now.
Okay,
But
I don't.
just for people
Late
watching.
to the
But
party,
yeah.
I try to tell niggas.
Yeah. You was like one of the few that fuck with it from get go. However, what I mean, Ken, it's like what you didn't like about Watch the Throne is or what you didn't get is what you will get with this. At least that's the feeling I'm getting from what I've heard so far.
That's a lot of hype.
You ain't listen. So hey, I'm telling you what my ears have told me. Like, bruh, that's why I said it has the makings of being album of the year. It has the makings. I don't know. But Malice is fucking rapping his ass off. Pusha is like, goddamn. And then with the K-Dot, oh my God. Like, yo, I'm really hyped for this. And Nas is on there.
Somebody said, I just saw somebody say LeBron leaked the Nas verse or some shit like that. So that's what somebody just said. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's what we're here to talk about, and I guess we won't talk about it too much because I didn't realize Ken.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not the whole thing. So
Yeah, it's not
good.
the whole thing or whatever. It's a lot of it though. I don't know how much more he has, but it is.
It's
quite,
like 80% at least.
Quite a few bars. But,
Yeah.
But can you imagine if it's more? Like, could you imagine if it's like double what he already put out?
You know what? Like I wouldn't.
And they said just let him cook.
Just
Hey,
let
just let him.
just let him go.
Just let him go. Just
let him
imagine
go.
if it's actually more. And that's another thing, Ken. Like, people probably going to be trying to see, is it more to the, is it a lot more to the verse?
Yeah.
So I think, if you heard it, if you didn't hear it, I mean, if you heard it, you know what I'm saying. Like, you still want to hear,
Yes.
like, oh, what else is he going to has to say?
And I need to
whatever.
bump it in the whip, bruh.
Yeah,
I need to
for
bump
sure.
that in the whip. Like,
sure.
man, like it. You know how like earlier today you was asking, hey man, can we just get a snippet?
Yeah.
Bro, this snippet of that K-Dot verse is and then here's the other thing too, right? Like I want to hear the K-Dot verse in its entirety and its clarity. But then nigga, if K-Dot Pusha, what is Pusha saying on that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Ken, this is it's smart what they're doing, and here's the thing. I think it's just because of the time lapse that people are as hype as I am for it. I really think it's coming down primarily to the time lapse, the snippets, the music video, all of that type of other stuff is cool, but it's like, bro, Clipse is one of the best hip hop groups in hip hop. Yeah, are we gonna say they're better than Outkast? I'm not gonna say that, but they're in the conversation with the Locks and everybody else. That's a hip hop group, and Pusha has been holding it down. We can't say Pusha's been whack over the last decade. Pusha been barring it up. So to get another Pusha project, now we know Malice is on point. And K-Dot, Nas, this, that, yo. And then, everything else that you were saying, Modest, with the interviews, like them addressing the Neptunes breakup. Mm-hmm. You know how Pusha was talking about that, their first album, Chad didn't do anything on that. Mm-hmm. Neptunes got credit, but it was Pharrell.
Oh damn, that's dirty.
Why is that dirty?
Man, that like shitting on Chad like that, bro.
But he say he
ain't. I mean, he ain't have to say that, bro.
he's just clarifying it.
Who asked? Nobody asked him that question. I hope not.
Hey, you out of frame. You leaning like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Oh my bad.
You was leaning like a motherfucker.
That was comfy, bro.
I got the whole couch. Look, I'm gonna take advantage of this whole couch this time. I don't know if y'all saw that last live, but I was like, Kid was looking real lonely. He was like, okay, I'm gonna show you motherfuckers this time. I'm gonna sit right in the middle of this bitch. But yeah, man, we kind of just got into it, but man, that's why we here, man. We here to talk about, just the rollout in general, bro, like of this Let God Sort 'Em Out album, man. I really like what they're doing, and specifically what just happened was the hold on a second, was the Kendrick verse on it on the chains, whips and chains, chains and whips or something like that. What is it called?
Yeah,
Whips and chains, whips and
Damn,
chains.
that's a hell of a title.
Yeah, it's
It
called
is.
Whips and Chains or whatever. And
Double entendre.
And before this even came out, it was the verse that had the Travis Scott diss on it. Anybody want to touch on that before I get into the Kendrick thing real quick?
You got a mic?
I was going to ask one of y'all that has me, Mike. I think the extra mic's still up there.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
that's cool. So did anybody want to touch on that at all? Like y'all thoughts?
I don't. I mean, it's just honestly, I wasn't interested. It seemed like, and it's a clear backstory that I don't understand, but at the same time, it's like, hey, man, bro, you dissing Travis Scott, bro.
He just said like Travis Scott be doing weird shit.
I get it, but why the fuck? Like, it's Travis Scott.
Because
Like, what the fuck is that gonna do?
Because-
he can't reply. There won't.
Well, Bum B said that, you know.
Where is it at, B? Where is it at, FIFO?
I don't know.
I saw what Bum B said.
Okay.
And I haven't heard what Bum B said was gonna happen.
Okay, but here's the thing. Travis Scott hasn't dropped the project yet. We don't know this, that, and the third. But I know this, Ken. And the undertones of what this album is going to be for Clipse is them taking a shot at, it's like trendy versus authenticity,
You think they're trying? Okay.
right? And they're saying,
Real quick, man, time is flying. Y'all got 2 minutes to get
hype.
your super chats in. Like this, we hype right now. 2 minutes to get your super chats in so they can be heard at the second part of the show. That's statements, questions, super stickers, whatever you want to send in. But send those in now because you got literally 2 more minutes to send those in.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I feel like the undertones of this album is kind of like trendy versus authenticity, and the clips them going, Pusha going at Travis Scott is, nigga, you just doing everything that's trendy. Like there's no foundation for you to really stand on. You say you jump from trend to trend, this, that, and the third, and that's the reason why Pusha feels like I can still rap about what I rap about because the foundation is here and I'm authentic to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is the message. Like that is the shot.
To Travis Scott?
Travis Scott is a leader. He's a spearhead of the trendy shit.
So all right. So you're partly right, but let me add some extra context. I was very interested in exactly why he dissed him. So I've been watching the interviews and I watched a couple breakdowns. So pretty much, at least for Pusha specifically, right? For him, because I think a lot of people forget that him and Travis have been around each other a lot longer than people realize. Because both of them were, remember, signed to Good Music, both on the Kanye. So him and Travis have been dealing with each other since like mixtape blog era around that time. So for Pusha, at least from what I've gathered, it's just for what he's observed of Travis this entire time, being someone that's been in the fold, been around him, seeing how he's acting and stuff, and you know, depending on who he's with and who he's around. For him, he's just like, yeah, like you kind of a hoe. Like, and Pusha, that's how Pusha looks at him. Like you follow what's trending, you're with whoever, whatever it means. Loyalty doesn't mean anything to you. So for Pusha specifically, at least in his eyes, he's like, that's really what it boils down to. Is like you have no loyalty, you have no principles about yourself, and you come into, like he said, basically like the promo that came out with the Utopia, him walking around with the Utopia cakes and shit, right, for the last album. You remember the clips and stuff that came out with him, with Pharrell and them, and playing in the music. Pusha said in the interview that wasn't planned or anything like. He came to interrupt them doing this album. They was in the recording session for this album. So you come in, you do that, you play the Meltdown track. Now, of course, the semantics part is whether or not that Travis knew about, already had the Drake verse at that point, or he got it late, like they're saying. Either way, the optics, of course, for Push don't look good because either way, it's your album. You had to listen to the verse, and you let a verse like that slide on your album while also having said person having credits on your album. So that's what, for Pusha, it's just a simple, like, it's actually personal for him. It's not like a rap diss beef. I'm just doing this for attention. He's like, nah, I just see.
I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you, and I'm a rapper. I'll put that shit in my rap, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say that. People forget, like, Pusha won't speak on them until like 5-4 years later. Like, that's just how Push is. But that's the only context I want to add.
Ken, are you a rap fan?
It's fucking Travis Scott, man. Let's get to this Kendrick shit. Who gives a fuck about fucking Travis Scott, bro?
A lot of people
Millions
do,
of people, Ken.
Pusha dissing Travis Scott, okay.
but it made headlines though.
Which I was still baffled by.
Yeah.
Why?
It's Travis Scott.
This is Travis Scott.
Travis Scott makes headlines, Ken.
Bro.
This nigga, Ken, he is the #1 collaborator with Nike. He was just appointed for the Oakley glasses, like the first visionary, whatever. Like, Travis Scott transcends music. Like, yes, you mentioned Travis Scott at that level, it's going to make headlines. People going to talk about it.
Yeah.
He got insurance for his concerts?
Oh, shit. All right.
And that technically wasn't his fault. That was more Rock Nation. I watched the documentary. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a story for another day.
We're not tapping into that right now.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about it real quick, kid. That's
yeah,
all.
I got
It was
you,
a
I got
thing
you.
that happened, and people were talking about it.
Yeah, no, I know. I
So,
saw. I was like, I don't. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
But while we really here, man, I won't say really here, but like, yeah, this Kendrick thing, because it's been the talk of the town because the whole, he basically left the label for this verse. So now, like, y'all see people saying, oh, it was just over this or whatever. So I see like people saying this and that about it, like, oh, this is why he did it, and then people like, oh yeah, I get it now. You said something very specific when you heard it. Why did you say what you said in our group text? You said, okay, now I see why UMG didn't want him to have it on there. Why did you say that?
I said that because it is not necessarily like incendiary, but it's like, oh shit, like, dude, yeah, hey, K-Dot is mad. Like, like throughout the beef, right? Like the tracks that was released and stuff like that, I feel like K-Dot was extremely calculated. And we've talked about that, right? Like that word has been thrown out a lot with the Drake versus K-Dot thing, right? Just being calculated. Everything that K-Dot did felt calculated. This felt like I'm unleashing the monster. Like, K-Dot always talks about being the Gemini, right? And I feel like, part of the Gemini that we saw was the calculated part. And then the monster that's the opposite of that was on this track.
Yeah.
And it's not like he said anything that was crazier than what he said during the beef, but it was how he said it. And just the feeling of the beat that was on there too. It's like, and he displayed his lyrical ability, Ken, like the wordplay, just all of that shit. I was like, hey, I see why UMG was like, hey, I don't think after everything you done did, you gonna do this too? So I could see why a music exec, especially facing the lawsuit and all of this, the blowback from that, like, it's like, damn, y'all just gonna just keep stoking the fire. Like,
Pharrell cooked some heat up. You mentioned the beat. The beat's tight.
everything that I've heard so far from the production.
You like the beat on the rod?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit hit, bro. Again, but it's not like the actual.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
actually, like,
yeah.
I'm sure it hits way harder, like, on the official version will. Like, I could just imagine. It's probably going to even sound a little different than what it sounds right now. We heard the leak, but that's what I'm saying. Like, well, somebody like Pharrell, I can see him just adding a little bit more tweaks to it before it actually comes out, especially with all the hype on it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this: do you agree with what he said about from what you heard?
Not necessarily, like, because I feel like, I'm like, okay, I mean, really, you gonna really like lose this whole artist because of a verse that isn't even, because I don't even think he says his name, at least not on the leak.
Real quick, just to add some more context to this as well, because I already see people talking about it in chat. So what they're saying, like I said, Push has been really doing a full rollout. He's been doing a lot of interviews, not just about the Travis stuff. And this is something, of course, that they asked him about and he talked about. Pretty much what Push side is that they heard the trump card line in the verse, right? So it's from what he's saying is that it's not even necessarily 100% to do with Drake necessarily. It's almost like the label or whatever was just like, we don't want any type of like political lashback or any type of optics. Yeah, it's weird. They're trying to say, at least they're trying to say, so it's a combination of that and just the optics, of course, of the two people who went against Drake and most people will say beat Drake now linking up after the beef. So they're saying it's like, for what I've been reading up from people saying, it's a combination of those two things. The trump card is the actual line cited, And then the optics of it all is just the fact that it's Pusha and Kendrick on the same track.
And then the way the motherfucker rapping, bro. Like,
But he
the
did that on
aggression.
but he did that on GNX. Like he literally was rapping like nigga say like
No.
you know what I'm saying? He was like motherfucker say one more thing. That's how he was rapping on GNX.
I don't disagree, but I don't disagree, Modest, but I definitely think that like the level of aggression is different here.
Yeah.
Like same energy but different. Like it I don't know. It just feels like he just let a monster out. Like everything that was like deep down that he probably wouldn't have said, or he was calculated on GNX or throughout the beef, he said fuck all that. It just felt like he just poured out.
Okay, Ken, you asked the question. Let me tell you a couple lyrics from it, or whatever. Like, he said, I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I sent your ass back to the cosmics. These things I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murders, and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Then he said, half of my profits may go to Rakim. Man, this nigga was, bro, this nigga was going in, kid.
You know, I don't know if you want to read some more, but
I am. I got a couple
Okay.
more. No, go ahead. You can go there.
I think the hip hop died again line is interesting in this context because of why they didn't want to put the verse out. To not put a verse out because of a Trump name drop is the antithesis of what fucking hip hop is. Hip hop is political in certain aspects, if not, certain aspects, because not all of it, of course, but a lot of it, you know, especially for a good portion of it, was political. That's what it's there for.
Right.
Music is there to create like forms of protest and to document the times. So for them to censor Kendrick because of that in an art form that has that as a foundation, they basically, you are trying to kill off hip hop.
And this is not the first time that idea has been thrown around by Kendrick. Remember when he dropped Watch the Party Die? He said, we're going to burn this shit down and let it grow back. So this nigga's like, this shit is dead. I'm going to bring it back. Like, bro. See, like, this is not even Rapper Rod reading this shit. He like, bro, Ken, like, you're missing, like, the lines are hard, like, even when you read them. But the way we talk about delivering presents, or he channeled Tupac. Did he not channel Tupac? Bruh. Bruh, Ken.
So I'm gonna go a little bit deeper.
Okay.
He said, gentlemen and gangsters connect the agenda of mine. Moving niggas out of here, the shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal and tell them, give me mine.
Gender reveal, that's funny.
Bruh.
Bruh. You and G can kiss my ass. That's kind of, that's weak.
100%.
Everything they did is really weak.
100%.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like, you know, for me, that's why I love that Pusha just gave him the middle finger. Said, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. Like, you know, this is hip hop. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking corporate exec type shit, bruh. And if I gotta bounce, I'ma bounce. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Can't niggas say his niggas want the tea on me? Here's the ginger root. Woof. Hey man, he was going in,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
Like,
So, when the verse officially leaked, somebody went viral on Twitter. They was like, "This motherfucker just rhymed or flipped the word gin over 20 times. I can't stand this motherfucker."
The gin. Yeah, he started with the gin. Like I son niggas, I'm a general with my gin and the juice. I didn't even realize that the
I
Genesis
thought that's where
shit.
you were gonna go.
I didn't. The Gen Z shit. Yeah, they said I couldn't reach Gen Z. They said I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx. Yeah, this nigga was going in, kid.
Bruh.
Ain't genetics and synthetic screaming they genius.
I know.
Man, bruh. He said, I finger where they all fall, niggas is Jenga. God damn it, Kendrick. Come on. Nigga want to get rid of that verse? You crazy?
Nah.
You can't.
You crazy?
No.
Nah, you can't.
No.
Now, like we were just talking to, now I'm curious, because y'all said we didn't hear Pusha, and we didn't hear Malice. You only just heard parts of that. How does Pusha verse sound? How does Malice verse sound? And the writing on that? Because if that is setting a bar on that song, and they got to come correct.
And Ken, this is the reason why your original statement I don't agree with, because yeah, I heard that, but yeah, I still want it. Like I need it. I need to know what Pusha did. I need to know what Malice did. I need to, like, where did y'all go? Because I heard a big portion of what K. Dot said. Y'all niggas can't be on no fucking, I got me, nice watch and nah, fuck that. So nah, Ken, I think it was, even if it wasn't planned or them trying to be strategic with it, I think it was the perfect leak. It was the perfect leak. It got niggas hype, bro.
And then people made a good point. Said the version with Push and Malice was out already, which it was. That's when he was dissing Jim Jones. We talked about that too.
Oh yeah, it was a couple years ago.
Oh,
That's the one that they were playing on the runway for Louis Vuitton. That's that song. But again, that was just on the runway. It wasn't an official song.
Yeah.
I don't think it has.
It hasn't released.
I don't think it officially released because we heard that just over a loudspeaker on a video. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine to get it all together, hearing it in this full greatness of Pharrell music mastered, all of that. It's gonna be great, man. I think it's gonna be a dope song. I think people are still anticipating. I know I'm still anticipating, even after hearing those lines from Kendrick. Like, I think hearing the actual song itself, being able to play that thing back and forth, dissecting it or whatever, I think it's gonna be great still. So I think ultimately it was a cool move.
so we already know what Pusha and Malice said.
Again, we don't know what exactly, if they rewrote something, if it's gonna sound different than what it sounded like that version with this version together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and again, it's just one song. I think they're gonna have plenty of good tracks with Nas. Stove God is on this shit.
Stove God's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they got Stove God on this shit, bro.
That to me
Yeah.
shows that they are like tapped in, bro. To get Stove God, you have to be paying attention to what's going on. Because you just don't, because he's out there, everybody talking about it, but to a certain degree, you think that he's just kind of like right here, right? And he's not as a broke through the mainstream, quote unquote. But word is out. And I think word of mouth or whatever, like, Stove God's name is get out, and Push was like, nah, we got to get him.
I think the thing that I agree with the most that you said is they just tapped in. To have Stove God, Nas, and Kendrick on an album, that means, nigga, you know rap. Like, you not out here getting no Fugazi type of artist to, he's hot. Let's, fuck that.
Yeah, I would love to know how they got Stove out on it. That's a really, really interesting, dope feature.
I mean, it's a dope feature and it makes sense. Stove God rap about coke. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Yeah.
And with just those three alone, you could tell that, like, all of them respect Pusha.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna jump on a Clipse album if you don't respect them. When you're at that level, when you're at a K. Dot level, Nas level, and then Stove God, because Stove God is still on the up and up, and Pusha's the established guy. Like, I'm pretty sure Stove God was like, nigga, where I need to go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the first flight smoking out of here. Yeah. Like, man, yo.
And then plus, if you think about it, if it's any the kind of younger, like, next generation to have on the Clipse album, it has to be Stove God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nah.
That's why I said it has the makings of being album of the year. It has the ingredients, Ken. I saw it go to the grocery store. I saw the grocery list. I don't know what it tastes like yet, but the ingredient. Hey, he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I saw the grocery list, nigga. You cooking with something.
That I know we just hear about the album. I know we got super chats to get to.
And we know the chef. Hey, that nigga Pharrell, he a nice cook, ain't he?
Yeah.
Just saying, Ken.
The hype and the hype is building, bro. And it's just like, you push play if it don't. I don't know. I don't want to get. I'm not saying I'm concerned, but I just really hope it matches what people expect to hear.
I don't think they would hype it like that unless they were confident about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a lot of hype that they're putting behind that. So that, nigga, they left a label for it.
Yeah.
So it tells me that they're very confident in this thing or whatever. So like I said, man, I love the promo run. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. They are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Going into it, there was one thing I said I was worried about, and I was not worried about anything else, was how does No Malice sound and fit? Question and answer for me. Off of So Be It. Hey, I'm good. Like, can I really think this is going to be one of the better albums of 2025? Maybe not the album of the year. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's something else.
Hey, man. Hey, jump out the window, man.
Hey, I'm already out of there. But it may not be the best. I think it would be one of the best. But you know, like Mata said, bro, like they're just extremely confident. You don't leave a situation and put the middle finger as big as you can to the execs and be like, bro, like we don't even need y'all need us. We don't need you. Yeah. Like that's big. You know, you gotta have some bravado.
Nah, for sure. For sure. The confidence is and they showing improvement with everything they leak. I haven't heard nothing whack yet. I ain't seen.
So you listening?
Yeah, and I normally don't, but it's so out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the one? Ace Trumpets. Ace Trumpets was hard. The video was hard. Like even Isaiah and I were talking about shit they was doing, creative shit they was doing in the video. Like in the reflection they had. I don't know if y'all caught this, but in the reflection they had like if Malice was rapping. Pusha was in the reflection.
Oh, you talking about the table shot?
At the table shot.
So
table
be it.
shot.
I got you.
On So Be It. Like Pusha was in the reflection while Malice was rapping. Man, they doing some really dope shit, bro. Like it's like they definitely putting some time and some work into this project. And so yeah.
And the visuals are artistic, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's you can
Yeah. So no ass shaking.
No. They are executing whatever ideas they had and they put the paper and then you have to go out there and execute. They're doing it like tip top. Like
if you're an up and coming artist and you want to like get back to like a proper rollout, like this is like the very definition. Like they're really showing you, okay, this is how you do a rollout. Like Tyler the Creator had a dope rollout for his album as well, but it's like I feel like. And it could just be because they're the Clipse and they're a nostalgic group. I really feel like they're really going back to like the roots of like, no, this is how you do a rollout. You preview the track, you drop the music video within a couple days or a week. You're doing these interviews. You're going. They got a colors performance tomorrow. So they're really like I don't think we're not gonna stop hearing about this project until it's officially out.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have media outlets like us, pushing the rest of the wave.
Nah, for sure. No, I'm looking forward to it, man. They definitely got the anticipation up for me with the promo stuff. Because at first I was like, okay, cool, another Clipse album. But they doing what they're supposed to do. That's why I said it feels very, very old school what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting the hype up or whatever, promoting it properly. And yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But yeah, man, that was our brief take of the situation. We haven't had a chance to really talk about it, so I feel like we, especially with the Kendrick verse coming out, I said let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. So thank you guys for tuning in to join in on that conversation. We saw the super chats come in. So like I said, at this point in the show, we're gonna turn it over to Ken, and thanks again for the super chats. Like I said, it helps keep this channel going, it supports everything that we're doing, so thank you so much. Without further ado, Ken, what you got over
there? We open it up with DrewTube. So we got comparing a rapper's commercial debut album to an album 10 years in. For example, Reasonable Doubt 9-6 versus Kingdom Come 06, or Illmatic 9-4 versus Street Disciple 04. I think we're now at the point where a lot of the, I guess, old school rappers, shout out the wrong streets, are still rapping and putting out quality, right? So now you can actually do a 10-year comparison, whereas back in the day, about the second or third album, these dudes jokes, some of these jokers were out of here. So I don't know if he's asking us to kind of go through discographies and kind of pick albums and do a comparison in terms of like style, growth, production, etc. As a video. I don't know if this is a video
I
request.
think that is
or...
a video.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is a video. I like it. Let's see. Comparing a rapper's commercial debut album to an album 10 years in. Yeah, I like that. I think we should do that. I think we could do that a couple different ways. Like that could be a little short series, honestly. I like that a lot. Just kind of seeing where they are, where they were on debut to where they were 10 years in. Did they flop? Did they kind of match energy? Did they grow? You know what I mean? Like fall. Like yeah. So I like that. I like that conversation a lot, actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
I like that.
Yeah, and DrewTube, if you're here, just if you can give us a little bit more context, we'll appreciate it. But you have been heard. Armada, how would you rank these rappers in order? 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz is last.
Man, why you gotta do Wiz like that, bro?
Ken, we just recently talked about Wiz. You know I fuck with Wiz. But Wiz hasn't accomplished as much, so he's as accomplished as damn near everybody on that list. We'll talk about accolades, right? But I'm talking about more about like respect as an MC. I think he's the least respected as an MC on the list.
So I'll go Lil Wayne.
Number one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
through 4.
Yeah, 1 through 4. Lil Wayne, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Wiz for me.
I'm going to go Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Wiz.
You went Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Wiz?
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually my order.
So y'all put 2 Chainz over Big Sean?
I do.
I think he's more respected, and then not because also I feel like we're seeing a third evolution of 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? I think he's
2
going.
Chainz out rap Big Sean, bro.
I think he can.
Hey, don't be doing that over there.
I don't know. Yo.
Shit.
So I'm not saying.
Sean
Hold
getting
on. I'm not saying Big Sean can't get him. Like it's not like a disparity.
We
like that.
just saw that
100%.
shit with Joey Badass. Way Big Sean came out there and opened that shit up. Come on, y'all.
And then what wasn't there?
I think 2 Chainz does that on purpose. I think if he want to rap, he can.
Oh, yeah. I know De La said it. You know what I'm saying? I know they vouched for it, but I don't know if he could do what Big Sean did on that Red Bull shit.
The thing about Big Sean is,
I don't know, bro.
Well, I'll say this. The thing about like this conversation, my personal opinion, if we're talking albums, that's different because you know you're gonna get some bad lines on a Big Sean album. A Big Sean feature though, that's different. Or just a verse in general, just Big Sean being able to pen and just say, hey, I just need you to just to bar out real quick. Big Sean can do that.
Yeah, but I also don't disagree with swapping those two. Like those are the ones that are interchangeable. 1 and 4 are 1 and 4. 2 and 3, it is what it is.
2 and 3 could be swapped. I think so. I just want to know that's what because y'all both had them over.
Yeah.
So I was wondering like,
it's not a big it's not a big like
It is for
I'm
me.
I'm not mad that you put Sean too.
Yeah.
Favorite Yin Yang Twins project?
Yang Twins.
Actually, I think I got one of their albums. Hold on, let me see.
Well, you know I'm bad with names in the first place.
It's
What's
funny.
the one that had whistle while you twerk?
I don't think I've ever bought a Yang Twins album.
Really?
Nah.
It's been a minute.
I don't think I've ever bought a Yang Twins album. I guess what? Me and my brother, I think that was the breakout joint.
Oh,
right?
it was Thug Walking.
You wait, what?
Thug Walking is their first album. That's the one that has Whistle While You Twerk on it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been me and my brother. Yeah, it must have been that because that had Salt
that the
Shaker.
Whisper
That had
song?
Salt Shaker on it.
Think it like it's all Shaker.
Yeah.
Dance, bro.
No, they did have hits.
They had some
They
big ass
absolutely
hits.
had hits. Yeah, maybe it was the first one. Then. Hold on.
We don't have to spend a lot of
No,
time.
we don't.
Honestly, like it's not.
That's an odd ass.
It is.
I mean,
Random.
the crazy part is that they actually have a lot of albums.
No, they did.
Or man, bro, I'm on here right now. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
What?
albums from 2000 all the way to 2009. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it would be the first one. I honestly can't say that I've listened to any of these other.
I've
Yeah, I
never
know
bought a
for
Yang
singles.
Twins album, bro.
Bro, you
Never,
missing
ever.
out, bro.
Am I?
Say, yeah. Is that
Yeah,
was,
yeah. Yeah, yang in the thing. Yeah, yang in the thing. Yeah, hey, I
They had some
fuck with
hits,
you.
bro. Yeah, they had some bangers.
They did.
Wonder if Cudi would be on Clipse' new album.
I don't. Why was that's random?
Yeah.
Seems like.
Hey, the good music affiliation.
Oh yeah, but he ain't. Sounds
Yeah.
like he's on that Kanye shit. Right
No,
now.
he's not. He's not at all. But neither is Cudi.
Right.
You know, so I
I
don't know.
doubt it. I ain't seen nothing like that. It don't
I
seem
don't
like
need
it
him.
fit.
Yeah. I don't.
Unless
I
he
don't
was
need
doing
him.
like some harmonizing shit
Yeah,
on it, but
but
I don't
nah.
see it. I don't see the fit.
It's gonna be my
This
thing.
is
I
too
don't see it
hard. This is
fitting.
too hardcore
Yeah.
for Kid Cudi.
I don't see the fit.
You grab Cudi when you want to be a little more artistic.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he's not going to be on there. Yeah. Jonathan Hernandez, when mentioning the all-time greats, Pac, Big, Kendrick, J.M., and others are mentioned more often than not, why not Lupe?
Lupe, in my opinion, hasn't had the moment that all those guys have had. If we're talking bar for bar, Lupe could rap with any of the greats that have ever graced the earth. But if we're talking about like being mentioned, like in the conversation, like what moment has Lupe had that felt bigger than life?
No, he's had some bigger than
Lupe
life
was
moments.
huge, bro.
Yeah, he had some. He definitely had.
Lupe was
that
huge.
Superstar, that Cool album.
And Kick Push 2 was huge.
Yeah,
He had
some
joints
other-
off the
that's-
Lasers album.
Yep.
You say joints?
I think Okay, hold on. He had like two, right? Or just
Maybe.
one?
No,
Maybe
he,
two.
he, I'll put it like this. The actual,
Maybe two.
Yeah, the actual like hip hop as a whole, like underground, his main fan base they weren't fucking with, but he has successful tracks
Okay,
off
maybe
that
one.
project.
Yeah, it was like one. But that's what that was gonna be my point. Lupe had a major fall off. He had an absolute major fall off that lasted quite some time, and then he started getting. And I think when he started getting the momentum back, it was more on the underground side.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the mainstream side anymore.
Yeah.
So
He didn't max
started
out his prime.
No, he did not. He tried to. I won't say he tried to because it's the talks are still out that whether it was the label's fault or whether it was his fault. He, like you said, you always say he had the rhymes. The soundscape just was not there. They were going for something that Lupe was not.
Yep.
And that's with Lasers, and it was a total miss for Lupe.
You know, like looking at his career in hindsight, that was kind of like make it or break it in a sense of maxing out your prime. Because if Lasers would have hit, then it's like, oh shit, like you've had a run now. Now you had a definite run. The next album, you know what I'm saying? Now you can max out your prime. And if you have a fall off like Eminem has and some of these others on the list have had, then it's like, okay, it's absolvable.
Yeah.
Like we could still, like when we did the report card, we was like, man, we're not grading none of that Tupac shit when he was dead. Like we graded Tupac when he was alive.
Yeah.
He maxed out his prime. I don't think Lupe did that. I think that's what hurts him.
Damn, I think I was mean earlier. I ain't know I said that about Lasers. Never mind.
Yeah, Ken, you went in, bro.
You man, I remember that
went
one.
in.
You was on that nigga head.
Bruh.
I'm glad he never seen that shit.
He's probably had.
Yeah, he has.
Oh.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he probably had.
Somebody said Lupe not top 20.
No, that's
All
crazy.
time?
Oh, they tripping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They big
He's in
tripping.
the conversation.
Are they tripping?
He's in the
Top
conversation.
20? Yeah, I think he's.
But guaranteed though? He's
I would
guaranteed.
have to look at this 20. It's not many people I would put over.
Yeah.
Lupe.
But those people they just named you would.
Top 20 all time, bro?
You put Pac, Biggie, J, M, Nas.
What are we talking about? Are we
I don't
talking
know, but I
about-
just thought it was interesting when I saw it, and we're talking about like all time.
Because Lupe is top tier rapper. Let's just be clear.
Yeah, in terms of
Oh, okay.
yeah, like, but I think it encompasses like everything. Like when you mention
It
Pac,
does.
Big, Kendrick, J, M, like they have a lot. The package is like complete in terms of like their abilities, charisma, superstardom, big hits, et cetera, et cetera.
Transcendent.
You know, so I don't know what that would be
And
in
Lupe
terms
has
of
that.
like
Lupe
top
has a
20.
name.
Yeah, but he's not transcendent. All them guys is transcendent.
I'm not saying he's not top 20,
Okay.
but when I saw it, it did give me a pause. Like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, what? What are you talking about? Then I was like, well, wait a minute, hold on.
I feel like I'm kind of like I feel like me and Rod on the same like same terms. Because, like, if you're talking top 20, that doesn't seem wild for someone to say Lupe is top 20.
Yeah, it don't seem
Now, if
wild
you
to
come to me and say Lupe is certified top 10, I might have to look at you crazy.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Lupe, but just because, like FIFO just mentioned, you do have a list of names and stuff that are just, they're solidified. They're always going to be there, unfortunately. They're going to be hard to knock off. So Lupe, unfortunately, did, fizzle out, after the first two projects. We don't know, like Mariah said, we don't know if that's a label of him, but yeah, I'll also argue this because Chuck Bradley brought up in the chat. The Cool did spend like 9 to 10 weeks #1 on the Billboard chart. So he had, for the people who's arguing that he had no moments in the chat, he's had plenty of moments.
Yeah. Lupe was a guy.
Yeah, I was talking about the people. Some people in the chat trying to argue that he's never even had moments. I was like, okay, no, y'all smoking
He's
crack.
had moments.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I just meant in comparison to the other artists that is mentioned. His moments haven't been bigger than theirs.
I think an argument for Lupe is the fact that he had all the mainstream commercial success, the big time moments with Jay-Z, Jill Scott, all them.
Kanye, Touch the Sky.
All that shit. And we know about the bump in the road, but he came back. And now he came like this underground lyrical miracle sort of like legend. So it's almost like he has two careers.
Yeah.
That's a strong case. Like if you just sandwich those two together, hey man, like who else has really done that and been reborn like that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was interesting though. I don't, man. Maybe we need to try to see.
That's what I was about to say. We need to sit down and do our top 20.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that from Patreon because I don't want to piss Lupe off. You know.
Well, he about to become a patron just so.
Yeah, but Jonathan Hernandez, who makes better double album today, Jay or Nas? Who would make one? I guess is the question.
Who would
I
make a
have
better
to say Nas.
double album?
Yeah. And the only reason is because Nas he's still sharpening his rap sword. Not saying that, pause, but not saying that Jay is, 'cause I still love Jay more than Nas, but Nas has just been in the lab more than Jay has in recent years. So I just think Nas is a little sharper at the moment. So I have to go Nas.
Who the producer? No, I'm just playing.
I think I would still go Jay because I think Jay can still make hits along with the stuff that people are respecting. Seem like they're respecting a lot more now. So if he made an album that
I feel that's nostalgia talking.
nostalgia talking,
Because
but everything he's what are you talking about as far as the hits?
Yeah.
Oh, as far as the hits.
Yeah.
So he didn't have any hits like I feel like
What's the last time?
I'm trying to think about the hit. So 444 that wasn't like a hit.
He had OJ.
He had the OJ joint.
Yeah.
That wasn't a typical
Like a hit like that.
hit, yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z in fade out status.
Yeah, I would say
Fade
the
Away.
last hit he had was Niggas in Paris.
Yeah, I can see that.
The argument.
But I feel like he still could probably do it if he wanted to.
I don't know. I have to see. He has to do something.
I think he does. I think he's not that interested in it anymore, which I'm happy he's
Yeah.
not. I'm just saying I think he still probably has the capability to do it more so than Nas.
I think, in spite of my feelings, he put out 6 albums with Hit Boy. I think I liked 2 of them. And if you take those 2 and put those as a double album, based on what I've heard recently, I would probably pick Nas. I haven't heard, but then I haven't heard of 444. I've only heard 1 444. Before that, we had Magna Carta Holy Grail.
But he had
the-
hits on there though, because Niggas in Paris was on that.
Yeah, true.
And then he had the thing. Then he had
With J-Elect?
the J-Elect thing.
Yeah.
Which everybody loved Jay on that.
Yeah, but those weren't hits though.
Okay.
No, we're talking about double album.
Yeah, we're
better.
talking
Who
about
would
double
make a better
album.
double album?
Yeah, I just do the hit thing in there because I feel like he can make,
Yeah.
some well-rounded
I got to
songs.
re-listen to a written testimony. I haven't listened to that.
Yeah,
That
me
shit's
neither.
good, bro.
Reviewed it.
I
Yeah, I
still
haven't
like it.
since the review.
I still like it.
All right, Jonathan Hernandez, who are the most overrated rappers of the 90s? We got you.
Yeah, that's a convo.
We got you. Moving on, Bryce Donaldson. Kendrick is a mad hypocrite for this whole Drake is not like us thing when one of Kendrick's biggest influences was Eminem. So is Eminem like us whack.
Yeah.
One of Kendrick's biggest influences is Lil Wayne.
Yep.
He did all. And Jay-Z.
The mixtape.
And Jay-Z. He if you listen to his early shit, he's has albums where he's damn near copying Lil Wayne.
Yep.
And Jay-Z. So I don't know where you got this Eminem shit from.
No,
Drake.
that's a Drake fan who wants to just target on he's just saying you're not like us because he's part white. And it's like, no, you missed the entire point.
But, you know, not saying he wasn't a fan of Eminem, but I do know, and I have heard the Kendrick Lil Wayne mixtapes and the Kendrick sounded Jay-Z patterns and all that shit. So, yeah. But appreciate the super chat and your opinion. This is a safe space.
Yeah.
Dean, I'm withholding from hearing anything for this Clipse album. Seems like every snippet teaser are huge highlights, and it might kill the album's hype.
I don't think it will.
Yeah.
I feel you. At least, you know, that's why I'm like, I'm going to wait. But it seems to be having the opposite, though. So, I don't know. They hype.
Like I said, it's old school, bro.
It is.
It's old school. This is how you had to promote your music. We're in this culture now where it's like, oh man, I just want to be surprised, and there's nothing wrong with that because I'm like that about movies. I don't watch trailers, so I get it. But I have been listening to music for a very long time, and this is what I remember. I remember listening to the singles and wearing the single out or whatever, and just hearing the doper songs or whatever. And I feel like it's very nostalgic what they're doing right now.
And Rod, to piggyback off of that, back in the day, the single come out 6 to 7 months before the project.
Yeah.
This is literally like maybe 30, 45 days before the project.
Yeah.
So even though it feels nostalgic, it's still very current, like in today's time of being faster.
Right.
So I like it. I don't think it's killing the hype. I think it's adding to it, and I think that they are going to execute.
Yeah. I like the nostalgia, man. I really do.
Josh Bros, after Ken and FIFO were pleasantly surprised by Don Toliver's album last year, will my man Donnie get his debut on the main channel on his next album? Bro, you're asking for a lot.
Possible. It's always possible.
He be singing, right? That's the singing nigga.
I don't remember. Do you remember what you even said on that album review, Kat? I don't.
Josh is correct. I think we
Okay.
did like it because we both were surprised.
Okay.
The question I would have is, can he replicate that? There's more that we don't like, at least I don't like, than I liked.
Yeah.
So you're asking for a lot. What I was going to say is I feel like I will have to listen to it first, you know, and then recommend it. So I don't know.
I like how he sounds on features. I like his sound. I think I've said that before on something, man. I like what he adds to songs. It's kind of dope.
Yeah. How did I ignore the fact that Eminem? I had said and acknowledged Bryce that I'm not saying that Eminem wasn't influential. I just know that there were two other black guys that were.
Exactly.
Anyway. It's a safe space, though. We appreciate you. Aziz, do you want Travis Scott to respond with the track?
Oh, hell no.
No, absolutely not.
No.
And that's why I was just like, there's a whole other conversation about the Travis Scott thing that I saw that I would like to have, but this ain't really the place. But
This
no.
don't sound like a track response. This sound like we got to see, we got to meet. But he's not though. I mean, because
He's not built like that.
It's not even that. He a young nigga too, right? He's not even.
No, he's in his 30s.
How old is Push? Push is like 40 something.
Yeah, Push our age.
Yeah, that was just on some son shit. Like that was just on some like stop being weird, little nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like
some Big Brother type shit.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
I don't even think it was on some like don't diss me back. Like just hear what I had to tell you real quick. You know what I'm saying?
This doesn't deserve a response. You just gotta absorb.
Yeah, that's what like Bun B, what are you talking about? Like, don't encourage this man to put out a song.
But you don't know. Maybe Travis Scott told Bun B like, hey,
And he should have told him no. This ain't for you, bro. Sit this one out. Let the OGs.
Pusha is an elite lyricists, and we cannot say the same for Travis. So they're not playing on the same playing field.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
How many MCs, if any, who come in after your generation era are now your 5, 10, or clearly among your favorites? I do like this question.
What hold on, what was it?
So
How many MCs, if any?
my generation is kind of like the 90s, right? So in the 2000s,
the 90s?
yeah.
No,
70s?
bro, it's 80s. Your generation is the 80s. It's the 80s.
Nah, man, it's a mixture of both.
Okay, let's do this. So NWA, that's 80s.
You're including most of the 80s? Because I think I'm going up to like high school, like right when I was getting out, which is around 94, 95.
So do you think you have more 80s rappers or more 90s rappers that you herald? Think about that.
I think it might be a mixture of both. Hold on, let's see. But either way it go, I still like the question.
So okay, so for example, like Big Crit, like if would Big, I know he's probably not in your top 10.
Yeah, it was 85.
I know.
But
that's
but he's
80
saying after. So
That's
the
like
generation
half-
after is 90s for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So what?
So
what's the
you have a
question?
10
Yeah, I
years,
had to
but it's
look at it
split.
too.
Yeah, it's 10 years, but it's split between the last
Like, and a
5
half.
years of the
Yeah.
80s and the first 5 years of the 90s.
Yeah. So like
I think
for
it's
him,
a hybrid.
Yeah, so like
It
for-
is a hybrid.
So like for me it'd be the 2010s.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. It'd be the 2010s for me. Cuz like my generation is the 2000s. So in the 2010s, which is really the blog era, you know, like which one of those artists would be in my tops? For you would be you and B would be like 2000s.
See, I feel like we would be like 90s, like
No.
like,
Because that is your era. No. Because that is your generation. Your generation is the 90s, and he's asking the generation after that.
Yeah.
So you have to move 10 years up.
So wait a minute. So where does what is
10
generation?
years is a generation.
Right. So if 10 years is a generation, that would be the 90s.
No, no. Your generation is the 90s.
But I was born.
I know you was born in the 80s, but you was listening to music in the 90s.
I was listening to music in the 80s.
I understand that, but like you was buying your music and doing all of that type of stuff primarily in the 90s, more in the 90s.
So that's what
than
I'm
anything.
asking. Where would the era end? In 10? Right? We talking about a decade?
Yeah.
I
So
was
that
just
would be-
thinking about like right.
So yours would be mid. You're right. Yours would be 85, 95.
Yeah, 85, 95.
And mine would be like just the like.
But okay,
It wouldn't be quite 2000.
so your era is
So mine would be like from 8 to 18. Yeah, if I'm doing like a 10 year from 94, 95, so that's actually 19. That 10 years is 19 to 9. So from 9 years old to 19 is kind of where I'm including those eras.
See, we need to.
But we would have to establish some rules.
We got to establish
he
rules.
says how many MCs who've come in after your generation or era.
So either way
are
it
now
go,
in
it would
your
stop.
top.
It would stop for me. I would say 95 is probably where I would stop. But I don't know. We need the rules.
We do.
But either way it go, I think that I actually love this question to see because, yeah, I think this would be kind of fun to see what happens.
Let's air this out a little bit, like as a deeper conversation. I
Okay.
like it.
I'm with it.
Uh,
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Antoine, there's a leaked Eminem verse out, and this line to me is that Drake, you don't even rap, you make pop music, doofus. Hip hop ain't including you, so swiftly sit next to Taylor because that is what's suiting you. Okay. We need Eminem to confirm that, but we're gonna say it is, and I want to see Drake go at Eminem. See these white folks battle it out. Malcolm Sets, unpopular opinion. Pusha T is an excellent lyricist, but his solo albums have low replay value.
I don't disagree. His earlier stuff, I like more of his later stuff, but
You like Daytona though?
I like Daytona. That's what I'm saying. I like his later stuff. And what's the dry? What's that?
Almost Dry?
Almost dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like those.
All right. Spike. Shout out to Spike for putting me on Belly Bang, bruh. I will let him know
That's a
that you
pause.
appreciate the belly bang.
That's a pause.
It's like saying right now, pause.
Yeah, spike and belly
Like, he'd be
bang.
like, look, I ain't put you on the shit.
That's not what Brian Pumper said.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh,
Fleazy
damn,
81
his name is Brian Pumper. That's funny.
Fleazy 81, Drake, Nokia or Will Smith, Pretty Girls.
So that, wait, what?
Is that the new one? I don't know. What song?
I haven't listened to Will Smith
Hey,
joint
so actually, real quick, I want to say Black Mass on Twitter. He on YouTube. He did it. He actually he took the Nokia beat and took the Will Smith lyrics and put them together. It sounds better than both individual tracks.
yet. Okay.
Yeah, I think No Kid probably
Yeah,
hit
never
harder.
heard the
I
Will
didn't
Smith
necessarily like No Kid. It kind of slightly grew
Oh, I remember
on me.
Nokia.
Yeah.
As a baby girl.
Baby
That
girl.
shit.
Yeah, I don't think that was bad.
It's
It
the
was,
one
we were
hit
talking about
on
the
there.
video.
Yeah, it's the one hit that's on
Yeah, we
there.
were talking about the video. Like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be forgotten over time. But that Pretty Girl shit, man. Y'all seen that video of him in I think he's in England or some shit in the streets, and nobody's like, it looks bad. Like he's rapping in the middle, like big crowd, large crowd. He brought a lot of people out. It's Will Smith at the end of the day, but it didn't seem like they were rocking to that shit. It seemed like the crowd was just dead.
It's such a weird, cause it sounds like Will Smith. It sounds like a track Will Smith would make, right? But it just sounds slightly off. I can't put my finger on it.
It's just because he's like, I like pretty girls. Just like, nigga,
You married.
you married,
that don't mean shit.
and you're very like it just don't sound right. It's not. You're not.
Yeah,
connecting,
that's
like,
not you.
That's not. Yeah. Nah.
Like T.I. could do that. You can't.
I don't even think T.I. can do it at this point.
Maybe not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It just seems weird. It seems creepy.
T.I. got kids that rap now, so.
It seems kind of creepy. He's on some old man creep shit.
Flying Indigo, choose 2 Coke Raps edition. Pusha T, Freddie Gibbs, Conway, Jeezy, Boldy, Stove God, or Benny.
Choose 2. Well, I'm definitely choosing Stove God. Easy.
Give me Benny. Damn. Stove God is on that list, but I feel like I might need to hit the corners too. I might need to hit the southern corners too, bro. And give me some Jeezy.
That might be nice. Jeezy and Stove God? Jeezy and Stove God. That's right. I like it, kid. Give me the fuck. You know what? Fuck the album will go crazy.
Oh
Go
my
crazy
God.
on that shit.
Hey, fuck rapping. Them niggas just
Ad-lib
ad the whole
fucking
time.
shit.
Yo, that would be nuts.
Yo, give me the Jeezy and the Stove God. I like it. I like the
shit.
South and the Stove. What's Stove God from? We
I'm
do we
assuming
know?
New York.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm assuming New York.
Hey man, give me that shit. Give me that South Connect, man. I
And we
like it.
talking prime, y'all. I
Yeah,
know y'all
yeah.
questioning Jeezy, but
But Kenny, when we did the last album, it wasn't that bad.
yeah. Is Travis
Wait,
Scott?
hold on. I didn't say mine.
My bad.
Give me what we'll never see it again. But give me Freddie and Benny, dog. Cause them niggas together, they was making some real
It was
magical
dope.
shit. Yeah.
And I guess I was going with something that hasn't happened, like, cause we got Stove God on the new Clipse album, so we're gonna hear what that sounds like. So yeah, I like what.
But we never officially got Freddie and Benny. Like, we got a couple of like on One Way Flight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, but like they were supposed to do a project. Like I wanted.
They
That.
did sound good together.
They did.
They did sound good together.
Aziz, is Travis Scott wrong for staying neutral and playing both sides? In my opinion, yes, stay out of rappers' business. But in my opinion, Pusha T is corny for threatening to leak footage of Travis crying. Like, who cares?
When did you say that? Yeah, just leave the man. Just leave him alone. He a kid. Leave the
He
kid
a
alone.
young man. He a young man. He not a kid.
You know what I mean. He a kid to him. He sunned him.
He did something.
Like, but yeah, I say just leave the man alone. You said what you said your piece. At least it's something deeper that I just don't know about. But he said his piece. Just leave it at that, man. Like, because it's gonna come off as bullying, and you don't want the Travis Scott fans to fucking come, mess up your whole rollout.
Nah, they can't do that.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I don't know. That man got fans for real, bro.
He do.
Nigga had a whole McDonald's sandwich, bro.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think Travis might be the greatest brand collaborator in hip hop.
Yeah.
So nobody saying which Clipse song was the most lyrical to you?
What now? Who?
Which Clipse song is the most lyrical?
Clipse
Off the top
song.
of my head, I'm bad with names already. I can tell you.
I like
Yeah, I
that
don't
grinding
know.
joint. That grinding joint was
Most
dope.
lyrical though?
I don't know if it's. I mean, yeah, they were saying so. I just feel like some of those lyrics on that would go hard though. Maybe just the song just goes so hard.
They do.
God damn.
They do.
I would have to go back and see.
Yeah, I have to go back and see what we got. Maybe we do that as a short. But I do want to answer the question. So we actually have a Patreon video. It won for July. We're doing the discography.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for
okay.
Pusha T
Cool.
and the Clipse.
Yep.
Snow Bunny, we can actually answer this question in there
Yep. So become
as
a
well.
patron if you're not one.
But just the preview in July, we have the discography ranking coming up, and we're doing both Pusha T and Clipse. So, yeah. Since y'all went over bad rap album covers, what are some bad R&B album covers? Only one that comes to mind is Mint Condition, E-Life.
I'll have to go back.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
look.
look. I gotta Google search that.
Yeah. I mean, cause them R&B album hardcore, they were hard, man. Them niggas out there, that was like vulnerable times. Like them niggas, hey, them Jodeci covers and shit, like shit. New Edition, all those shits. New Edition had the whips on that shit. That one, which one was that? Where they had the cars and shit, the
Nigga, you asked me
Fords.
about a name.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I had to go and look. That's a hard question.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I was looking up, like, Jagged Edge, for instance, but it's always all four of them just standing somewhere. Like, they ain't doing shit.
Maybe it was like Drew Hill or something like that.
Drew Hill had one. What, Drew Penders Day?
Like that heartbreak cover, nigga. Then that what, Lamborghini Countach and shit. Hell yeah,
I'll tell
nigga.
you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a Countach and a Diablo. Yeah.
Shit was hard as fuck.
Big whips.
Yeah, dog.
Even today. Bitches up 200 days.
Yeah. But I know there are definitely some, bro.
Yeah, we have to look that up.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Incognito, off top, best bona fide hit to come out the South.
Best bona fide hit, like a song.
There's so many.
Yeah, so many.
It said off top, bro. What you got?
International Players Anthem.
Oh, that's good.
Just off the top, like. Yeah, like.
Luke Scarred.
I was thinking Luke. Man, damn, shit.
Yep.
That might be the one.
Back that ass up.
Fact is number 2. Yep, is number 2. Yeah, either one of those
Yeah.
are huge.
Yep. Tootsie Roll was big. Motherfuckers doing that.
What's the Cap D coming? Cap D coming.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
Scarred.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like T.I. got a joint. I think he got a bona fide
24s
big
is up
hit.
there.
Like big hit.
South
I
makes
think,
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The South
That's
makes
what they do.
hits. That's what they do.
Nigga, March Madness. I know you hate that song, but dog, that shit is still live.
Yeah. Oh shit. Outkast, Miss Jackson.
Yeah, Miss Jackson.
Elevators, all that shit. Nigga, like.
I put it to you like this. On an odd Friday, I would do the South versus anybody. Shit. We didn't even mention like Little John. We didn't mention 3-6.
You didn't mention Ludacris.
Yeah.
Someone said still tipping.
Still tipping on
Yeah,
Fofo.
so it's South got some bangers, bro. Josh Bros, as a Kendrick stan, I hope he disses Kanye on his next song. Above everything, Kanye said the most disgusting and over the line was when he more than insinuated Kendrick and Jay-Z's kids were R-worded.
Oh yeah, that was
Were what?
crazy. Calling them like disabled, like
Yeah.
that shit was crazy.
Why-
Yeah, mentally
why-
challenged.
Why would he say that?
Man,
It's
he be crashing
Ye,
out,
bro.
bro. Oh, he be on some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, he be upset that the spotlight not on him anymore, so he do whatever.
You saw the Klan shit he did, right? You saw that shit? When we did the interview in the Klan suit?
No.
Oh yeah, he did that shit with your boy. Well, I know he's not your boy. What was his? What's his name? Academics. He did it with him. Yep.
No, but I don't pay attention to that fucking clown.
Yeah, he out of here. Melon the Man, just to preach you all, getting a real interview with my favorite rapper right now. He ain't not fake and answer everything genuinely. Learned a lot of his process, and he's talking about Rome streets. You can watch the whole unedited video, or the full video. The interview will be on Patreon with the songs, and then you can catch the replay. That'll be up Friday without the songs.
You said the members too, right?
And the members, of course, the members get the
I'm about to say
get it as well.
If you're a member, the YouTube member with the access level higher, you already have access to it right now. So
Shit was super dope. If you didn't watch it, man, y'all just be missing out on the listeners altogether if you're not watching the listeners, man. The listeners are fucking dope.
You know the names we got?
Yeah, nigga.
Reason, Shay Noir,
Nick Grant,
Nick Grant,
Brother Ali.
Brother Ali.
Ransom might be on the way.
Oh, he's
Just
jumping
saying,
out, he
might
jumping
be,
out the gym.
might be. I'm just saying, I don't
Jumping
know.
out the
It's
gym.
possible. It's possible. Don't quote me on that because I ain't said shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's the dead end bag. Like,
Yeah, it
you know
is.
What I'm saying? That
It
shows
is.
like how how we are just about this rap shit.
Yep. You know, shit, I know we're working on some of the Detroit people, Ty Ferris. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Just a couple more, then we out of here. Best Resurrection album. Someone you wrote off for whatever reason and figured it was a rap for them, but they came back to prove you wrong.
Jay-Z.
I can say right now, LL Cool J had a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good comeback album. So I'm sure there's more, but just to give you an answer off the top of my head, that's one.
Lupe had a hell of a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lupe had a hell of a comeback. I feel like we just Tessa on Youth. Yeah, I feel like we just said something about something. Oh, Nas, fucking Nas.
Yeah, with the Hit Boy
Hell
run.
yeah, that Hit Boy run was like most iconic shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody was expecting that shit.
And the rest we have are statements, so we appreciate this. Othelius, Pusha T got that old man type hate. You do something bad to him, he never let it go, and he always remembers it.
Yeah,
That's real.
straight up.
Dean, the Dead and Hip Hop playlist, the Dead and Hip Hop certified playlist is much appreciated on my end. I always been intimidated as to where to start when digging into some older rap artists and songs, and the playlist helps alleviate that. Thanks, guys.
That's what's up. Yeah, that was none of my contributions.
Yeah, they don't went crazy. We got to go refresh it, or I know they adding shit all the time, so we're gonna have to kind of remove some of the older joints so it can always stay fresh. But yeah, man, I'm glad you guys are finding value in it, and you guys kind of. We can't talk about everything, but this is a way to kind of keep you guys updated on just stuff that we're paying attention to. So I'm glad we got around to doing it.
Go listen to Primo Rice, please.
I see you put them in there, like,
Bruh.
Yeah, he,
unloading them.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Gotta let the people know, man.
He going crazy with it.
Brand Nameless, longtime fan. Hope y'all are getting enough rest. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for me. Ra, the dang Nick Grant's new project is Heat review. Oh, god dang. They be writing in code, bro. I don't be knowing what this shit is.
We just getting old, Cam.
God
That's
dang.
all it is.
Maybe
That's what it is, bro.
Because I'm like, God. Well, I'm trying to rewrite it, re-scramble it. And I'm like, what the hell? Is it a typo? Nick Grant's new project is Heat review.
Yeah, we're gonna review it. You know, we want to review every artist that we've had on the listening. So Nick Grant and Shay, they up next.
Yep. And that's it.
All right, cool. That's what's up, man. Man, appreciate you guys as always for coming through to the Dead and Hip Hop Lives, man. We do these every week, whether it's a listening or whether it's a conversation. This week you got both. You know what I'm saying? You got a listening and a conversation live because we didn't want to miss the whole Pusha T, Kendrick talk that's going on right now. So glad you guys tapped in and watched. So a lot of y'all in here tonight. So again, appreciate it. Appreciate it always for the super chats. Helps keep this channel afloat as we've been doing this for a very long time. So we just appreciate you guys hanging in there. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters for still hanging in there on that. Make sure you become a Patreon supporter, man. Patreon.com/Dead and Hip Hop, man. Let's get those numbers up. Like, yeah, because we got a lot of stuff going on up there consistently for a change. So, yeah, definitely tap in there. A lot of good stuff over there. What else we got going on? Oh, we may have some new updates for you for the Odd Friday, man. We've been in the talks. We had a couple meetings about Odd Friday. So it is not going. We are just trying to revamp and think of some more unique things to do with it to make it a better experience for you guys. So it's still in the works. So it's absolutely in the talks right now. Like I said, we are having meetings about it. And
D365 is back. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that we've been talking about for a while. That, you know, look, man, it's a lot of moving pieces. You know what I'm saying? So when we say we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it. We just don't always know when, but it's gonna happen. So our Friday is definitely gonna come back at some point in time. TBD.
On the launch date, that's it though.
Yeah, on the launch date. But in terms of D365, me and Ken, look, we are revamping it as well. So it's Patreons first. You know what I'm saying? Members first. So we're stockpiling inventory. And every Monday, we don't have a designated time, but every Monday we are going to do a live review as well and play 2 of our favorite songs from that particular project. So definitely tap into Twitch for the moment, Twitter as well. YouTube is questionable, but you know, tap in everywhere that Dead and Hip Hop is there, and you will get D365 content and become a patron if you want it first.
Yep.
all right, cool, man. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, become a Patreon supporter. That way you can stay up to date on what's going on, know when lives are about to happen, get notifications on when these videos come out. So yeah, man, make sure you are a subscriber and get in on the conversation, man. Send those comments, man. Like, we love to see the comments. We do talk back, as you can see. We be looking at everything. So yeah, man. And it's incentivized when you pay for your comments. So again, thank y'all for rocking with us, for standing here. We are rap fans. We know y'all are rap fans, and we just want to be that community of rap fans. So again, man, we appreciate y'all coming out. Until next week, we'll see you. Peace.
Peace.